Hi, welcome to the stream. Yes, we're doing tarot. If you're on the VOD, this is tarot. We're doing tarot today. Why? The week has been hectic. Things have changed, things have shifted, and we just need to do a thing. I was about to head to bed, then I see Paper Penguin up on tarot. Unity, what's up? Hey, if you want a reading now, just hop in that queue and we can definitely do you that read. So you can send you off to bed if you want. It goes. But yeah, queue is empty, you know. Things have been kind of crazy, but also just really hard to organize. But dude, legit, hop on that queue. Let's get you there so we can get you to bed. Things have been kind of hectic. We just came off of a long weekend because there was a holiday there. It was Anzac. And this weekend I'm going off to a family trip, so that's kind of busy times there. And work has just been extremely hectic. No, I didn't hop on the stream for a reading, I just enjoyed the tarot streams. Alright, all good. Well, this is for whoever stumbles upon the video, the VOD, or whatever. This could even relate it to everyone, so if you want to like have a practice of projecting yourself onto something, this is a good practice. But yeah, work has been tough, which makes things not easy, but, you know, we're managing. We're managing okay. And by tarot streams, I mean the singular one I've only ever seen 100% good stream rate so far. God, okay, I hope to keep it that way. How you been, Unity? Hope things are good. I know I haven't done tarot in a little bit. Yeah, I've kind of just slipped by for the past couple streams. When was the last time we actually did tarot? Let's have a look. Let us look and let us see. Where's my channel? Here's my channel. Using a mouse with my non-dominant hand. Weird. We've primarily been doing Valhalla the 8th. Holy shoot. Alright, it's been 20 days since we last did tarot. Huh. Okay. Not great. Gotta keep on. I am a tarot streamer as well. I gotta keep that. Gotta keep that vibe. But we're on one now. I gotta get back to doing it once a week, even though if it does prolong the game streams a bit. Like 2 weekday streams, 1 weekend stream. That should be the goal, nonetheless. Not shabby here. Glad to hear you've been busy. Hopefully you're keeping a handle on all of it. Keeping a handle is a, you know, that was the goal before Unity. I used to be able to do weekly tarot streams, but work has been so busy, and my schedule isn't consistent where I have a set time. My roster changes every week, so I just have to kind of keep tabs on that, and it's much better if I can stream when my brother's not in the room, so I don't have to bother him or force him to be quiet. So that's kind of the thing there, which is not too bad. But yeah, my goal legitimately is to just have 3 streams a week on 3 solid days, but so far just not able to with the work. So we're gonna try find something, and we're just gonna stream when we can. Basically, what's going on. If anyone is here for this random 3-card spread that just popped up, the Chariot sits in the past, which talks about people who move forwards to the next thing. Excuse me. Yeah, moving forward quickly to the next thing. Really good, high motivation to pursue whatever's next coming to them. 5 of Cups talks about disappointment. You know, too focused on the failures that have come across you. The girl has 2 cups next to her, but those 3 cups that float in the water basically shows just her disappointment there, and she can't focus on the things that she already has. And that 7 of Swords is just futility, where all of the work that you've been trying to work for does not really amount to some things. But it is a good lesson to talk about failure and kind of seeing how you can reassess yourself and move from that certain point. So that's not a bad read. It is really, you know, negative in the way that things aren't going to work out, but things just sometimes don't work out, and that's something that we just have to accept in our own lives. Accept that it just happens. and we have to move forward. I think this is a good reading for people who are struggling at the moment with this in the present, unable to see what they have around them, unable to see, the good of life, the things that they haven't lost, because it's really easy to look at the things that you've lost and look at the negative stuff there. But it's also a good reminder to make sure we keep intact, we keep our minds focused on the things that has come to fruition, the things that have provided stability. And it's a good reminder to become this chariot again. Never be afraid to push through with what you want, even if it does fail, even if it does make a mistake, or if things have not come through with that. So that's the basic gist for whoever would like that reading, whoever that was for. Yeah, Ten of Wands talks about oppression. It's just a tough time for you, for whoever this is for. This Ten of Wands is huge when it talks to you about, just being stressed and overbearing, or the world overbearing on you. You kind of just have to push through and continue to be this chariot energy, even though the mind kind of like jumps back and forth to these two like really, really tough patches. Yeah, that's kind of good though, because life is a cycle, things cycle through. So what happens then is that we can move on and get through the next part of the cycle, hopefully the part that isn't a negative mess, which is always hopeful to look at. Yeah, whoever that was for kind of like relates to my life as well, so maybe I was projecting a bit of myself into that. Whichever, it's fine. It happens. So my burrito is toasting in my toaster oven, and I'm very excited to get it. And it's like the perfect time to start eating because there's nobody here yet. Some days we get nobody, but yeah, you should totally animate the mouth of your cartoon to your voice, then you could be a VTuber. I thought about that before. I just don't know how. And I don't think I have the tools. Because I know I could do that with Adobe. But I have thought about it. I have thought about making Paper's mouth move. But at some point I will be transitioning to face cam streams. I don't know when. But it'll happen. Maybe not this year. Maybe not next year. If I can have my own space, we might move over to facecam streams. But I would like to have Penguin's mouth move. It would be cool. Oh. Dude, hi Joshi. Welcome to the stream, Joshi. If you want to hang out, you're more than welcome. If you want a reading, you're more than welcome. If you just want to pop by and say hi, it's chill too. Studson River, hi, thanks for the follow, and welcome to the queue. So the rules are on the side here, or the what to do is on the side. I hope you're doing good, but I'll just let you know. Before we can carry on with your reading, I'll just need to know which deck is my date ditching me. Oh, okay, that's a tough one. We'll need to know which deck would you like to use, so do exclamation decks for that one, and how many cards, so you have a choice between 3 or 5. And then once you give me that information, you let me know, we can answer that question about your ditch. The game is broken. Hi, welcome to the queue. Same thing here. If you would like a read, pick a deck, exclamation decks to see the pictures of the decks that we have provided, and just, what's the word? Pick a 3 or 5 card spread and give me the theme of the reading that you'd like. Just to let you know, Studson, I will try to answer that question to the best of my ability. But the reading will most likely come out with figuring out how you feel about the situation and why you feel scared of your date probably potentially ditching you. So there's that. It's a lot of self-reflection that these streams come through with. So we're gonna keep it that way and try to push through that. The blue, okay. Gosh, okay, you want the strong deck straight up. How am I? Josh, you were doing okay. It's been very hectic and very hard to manage. Stay organized with life. Studson, how many cards would you like? let me know. But yeah, Joshi, it's been busy. Work has been busy and tough. But, you know, we're kind of dealing. How are you? How's it been? How are your streams? I got to pop into that Minecraft stream that you did a couple days before. You were like collabing with a friend or something. That was really cool to watch. I couldn't say hi. So 3 or 5 cards, Studson. Do you want a 3-card spread or a 5-card spread? You let me know. We died a lot of times. Hey, it happens. I hope it was fun though. If it was fun, that would be cool. 5, okay. So 5-card spread is past, present, future, what you're thinking about and what you're not thinking about. We're gonna see if we find out about you. Joshi, no! Yep, that makes sense. Sorry, M's not here. But I have to do it, Joshi. I have to. You know we have to. You know we have to. You rolled that 1. The rules are the rules. But that's good though. I'm glad you're streaming a lot more. It must be fun. I hope you're getting a lot of like good people that come by your stream and say hi, and I hope you're just having a nice time on the stream. All right. Alright, here we go. So that is your spread. Studson, when you're good to go and you're here and you're ready, let me know and we'll get started with your read. Oh, I'm also so excited for my burrito. I think it might be done. I hope it heated up, but we'll see. We'll find out. We will find out. Basically, I just need a yes that we're good, Studson, and then we can start. Here, perfect. Let's do this. Cool. So what sits in your past is that 4 of Pentacles. You asked about your date. You asked about where it's coming from. Let's figure out why you feel like your date might ditch you or why your date will actually ditch you. Most likely not, though. You got to keep that faith within that situation. But that 4 of Pentacles shows an individual who is kind of holding on to the things that they have, right? That 4... with that pentacle in the middle that he hugs so tightly, that's something he will not let go of. He's also got his 2 feet firmly planted on the pentacles, and one can only assume that the 4th one at the top is like balanced and like ingrained into the crown. So there must be a lot of not even a lot, there must be like little to no communication when it comes to the situation, because you are holding back certain things about yourselves, and it seems like they might be scared of that aspect. They might feel like there's no trust that's involved, so it's making it hard for them to connect, hard for them to figure out where they're trying to go with the situation. You know, it could be vice versa too, right? You could feel like that it's been hard to connect for you because they're holding a lot of things back, and they kind of have a wall built around the things that they treasure. You know, money usually equates to treasure, and in this situation it kind of equates to what they hold dear to themselves, and kind of like in a way just protecting themselves. That 10 of Swords really represents you right now. 10 of Swords, you know, the really negative card, backstabbing, death, not feeling there. I don't know if this is actually your date just actually ditching you, or if this is you manifesting that because you have these negative thoughts and negative aspirations that have been kind of plaguing your mind as of late. It's good though. That 10 means it's the end of the cycle. It's the end of the negative feelings with that Swords. You can kind of move on from that and like see where you can go next. it's the end of that, and that's good, because then even if your date ditched you, and you feel kind of bummed about it, it's good to know that that person is not the person you're supposed to be with, and that person you can just tell to fuck off, and find the person who actually wants to be with you. Because when you find that, greatest thing in the world, you will feel the greatest things, or you'll feel really good about it. Three of Wands, that looks towards the future. So this individual here is kind of looking over the land. This card has a lot of interpretations between readers, or between the readers that I've met. But my interpretation of this is kind of reevaluating the land that you have before you, reevaluating your life and seeing what steps you took to be where you are now, what steps can you make in the future, learning from the past, learning from the things that you have experienced there. Which is great, because a reminder of reflection, and not only a reflection about the situation, but a reflection on your life's experiences so far, is something that you need to be pushing towards. Whether or not your date does ditch you, or they do. Because if your date shows up and you're there with your date, perfect, beautiful. It kind of tells you to reevaluate the way you trust people and the way you interpret that. If your date doesn't show up, kind of reevaluating on what you can do for next time, and seeing whether or not you want to dive into these emotions as soon as possible, and whether or not you should kind of hold back from it while you can. Strength sits up the top here. That is what you're thinking about. That is what's on your head. I feel like you're kind of reminding yourself to be strong about the situation, kind of reminding yourself that you are someone who deserves love. You are someone who deserves to be cherished and kind of supported. There might be a call as well from the universe to tell you to focus on your inner strength and making sure that you are a great person before you jump and dive into these relationships. No reversals, which is quite nice. It's a very clean spread in the way that we just have the main base reading information there. King of Pentacles. So the bottom here is what you're not thinking about, or what you are ignoring. Two cards popped out for that, the King of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. Three of Cups talks about your friends, celebrating joy, fun, and just the overall party. So it's like, a lot of readers like to read this like the Sex and the City, get drunk with your girls kind of thing. Or if you're a dude and you identify as a dude, or whatever you identify as. So a lad's night, hanging out with your friends, being with the people who love you for you. Sure, it's not a romantic relationship, but it is a relationship, where people do genuinely care about you, and they want to be around you and hang around you. So I think in this scenario, you are very much focused about your love life and everything, which is perfectly fine. It's very fair to want to focus on that, but also maybe you need to think about putting back time into your friends and making them understand that you are there for them as well, and that you care for them, and that they are people who provide you with a good time, and vice versa. So you spend time and enjoy it with them as well. King of Pentacles, creating opportunities, making investments, a realist. I think you need to ground yourself where your mind is going, because going to the internet and seeing a tarot reader and seeing, hey, is my date gonna be here or not, that's kind of putting you, it should identify that it's putting you in a place where you need to kind of just ground your thoughts in a way. Put your thoughts back into reality and see the situation for what it is, and then kind of go off of there, rather than having the kind of downfall in the way of thinking and where you go, right? Trying to stop that spiral by looking at just the reality of the situations at hand and seeing what you can do to kind of calm your nerves, if that makes any sense. King Aslan 14, hi, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. If you want a reading, it's just !join. We're currently doing a reading for Studson River. Studson, but that's pretty much it. A lot of the time, I just say for this reading, just remember to put yourself back into the real world. Try as best as you can to fight those spirals and those negative thoughts about things not working out, and kind of reevaluate the people you are with, reevaluate where you want to go, and overall, stay strong, know your self-worth, and understand your own strength in terms of who you are as a person and where you're going to go in life. That's pretty much it. So, your brain is manifesting your date will ditch you, which I feel like you should not or feel like you need to start to fight against and kind of work through towards. Because if we're gonna have that thoughts every time we see someone or date someone, my guy or girl or whoever, however you identify, it's not gonna be helpful. So we can only control what happens, and sometimes things out of our hands, like people showing up, you just gotta let it happen and react as best as you can from it. But I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for letting me do your reading. And yeah, good luck. I hope your date does show up. I hope things do work out there. Also, I apologize for the shitty lighting. I need to figure out how to do these streams without fucking up the lighting so much. I mean, that shadow is not great. It's not bad, but I'm semi-perfectionist, so I kind of want it to look real good. But thanks, Unity. Cool. Thanks so much, Stutson. We will jump to the next person. The game is broken. Hi, welcome. We'll probably do your read first, and then I'll go get my burrito in the oven. I needed to heat up. So, game is broken. Let me know how many cards, which deck, and if you have a theme, let me know. But if you just want like a general read, we can just do you a general read as well. I want more decks as well. I want to buy 5 cards, Housewives General. Perfect. You, my friend, have picked the strongest deck that I am affiliated with. What's up, Molog? Welcome. So I have 3 decks to look at. 3 decks to use. And the Housewives is the one that I've just kind of like linked to the most. True Black is restocking this Friday. I'm 100% going to be picking it up. Hell yeah! Wait, did you manage to buy the other decks? Did they arrive? I remember last time we redid the Tarot stream, there was a bunch of decks that you were planning on or waiting for shipment. Game. Game is broken. Yo, these cards are popping out. These cards want to tell you something. They want to tell you something about finance, baby. I've been able to get everything I wanted so far. Hell yeah. All good. Let's hear it. Sorry. All right. Let's hear it. Let's wait. One more card. One more card. Not just waiting on True Black. Hell yeah. Molog. Hi. Sorry. CHR Molog. What's up? Welcome to the queue. I'm gonna grab my burrito before I do your reading, Molog, but I'm just gonna grab it and not eat it yet because it's still probably gonna be way too hot. All right. Game is broken. When you are ready, let me know and we'll get started. Pretty low-key reads today so far. We've had 2, but yeah. Okay, game is broken. This is gonna be a career and finance / stability for your life kind of read, because that's where the pentacles kind of lie. And it kind of just fits very well with the Fool card being in your past. The Fool. Start of a journey, not knowing what's in front of you, kind of just jumping into the unknown, and having like a happy-go-lucky sense of emotion towards it. You know, your drive is like, let's do this thing, let's do life, whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. Let's like 100% put ourselves into this and go. Knight of Pentacles talks about the individual who works very hard, but also very smart, right? Wanting to put all of the investments somewhere. I think it's one of the slower moving energies, but it's one that is very calculated and very sure of where they're going and keeping everything in mind, right? So in terms of career, it's more of like doing plenty of jobs to save up money, or taking internships or scholarships and stuff like that to progress your career towards something to set you up for the future. If anything, this reading is gonna just tell you it's just gonna be a motivational like flag to tell you, now's the time to start making these changes. You've jumped into this new life. You jumped into this new, like, I would say even a new chapter in your life. And now is the time to make these decisions to, how do I even say this? To, like, help your future and invest in your future. Because a lot of these pentacles are about investing and seeing where you want to go. And that's where the Knight of Pentacles stands. If you can embody the Knight of Pentacles in the coming weeks, then you can probably set yourself up for a good pattern and good habits for next time and for the future. Looking at it now, Knight of Pentacles again. The smart worker does plenty of jobs, moves towards the direction that they want to go through. Even if there is setback, they continue to go. They continue to go forward and reach their goal. The Nine of Pentacles, however, that is a card of pride. That is a card of kind of reaching the goals that you have, right? Maybe it may not be the ultimate goal, but being proud of the steps that you've taken to get there. So this woman holds all these pentacles in her own, dishwasher body, and holds one up to show to people that, yes, this is mine. Yes, I spent so hard for it. I cleaned it. I've worked on it. And I'm proud of it. I'm proud of where I am. I'm proud of what I can do. That's where you're headed to the future if you continue this energy of the Knight of Pentacles. That's where you can be. Be proud of where you are. Be proud of who you are. Be proud of where and who you are and what you have done. And show to the world that, yes, I am capable of this. I am successful. I can get there. I just have to continue to keep working on it. On your mind, the Seven of Pentacles, that talks about patience. So maybe there is that ideas that are flowing into your head where you want to be successful right away. You want things to work out right away. Maybe you're doing all of this planning, but you're just getting frustrated because it has to, happen, and there's time that needs to be going. There's time that needs to happen before you can get there. Just a reminder, the Seven of Pentacles is a reminder to change your mindset and focus it on being patient, but also being dedicated to the work. She's watering her garden. She's watering her pentacles, her plants, and she's investing in it, investing the time and the care to make sure that they grow and to make sure that they get somewhere in a good pace. I don't do reversals for this deck, for example, because the definitions in the booklet itself do not have reversal definitions, so that's why I'm kind of like stuck with that there. Just wanted to let you know. And finally here, for what you are not thinking about or what you were ignoring, that Ten of Pentacles talks about I feel like you're missing the point where your mind is kind of racing with the Seven of Pentacles, right? So if this is a call for you to be patient and a call for you to, put the time and effort in, this is kind of a call to remember where you actually want to go. Maybe your goals have been lost as you were trying to hustle your way through where you're trying to be. Maybe you kind of figured that your main motivation of where you wanted to go for this was, in a way, like pushed aside. Even though that was the main goal, you've had these little goals put too much focus to it. Remember, your goal here is for stability. Your goal here is for that Ten of Pentacles, that success, that good... sorry. The song went way weird. Let's go... Let's do... that's fine. But yeah. It's just a reminder now. If you're not in this position, if you're not in this mindset or where you're going, the tarot is like a good reminder that yes, you can be in this mindset. If you continue in this mindset, you can get to where you want to be. Maybe you have the goals of where you want to be financially. Maybe you want that house. Maybe you want that family and kids, or just to be able to invest your money into something good. Continue to put the work in. Now it's essentially a call to action, essentially, to start putting that work in, but to also be very mindful that things will not happen overnight. That's with this 7 here. That 7 is a good reminder. This could be a long ways away, but you can still get there. Like, you'll still be able to get there. It's just patience and perseverance and remembering the goal. I wanted to make it a third P for the alliteration, but that did not happen. But yes, that is your read. The game is broken. Thank you so much for letting me do your read there. I hope that was good. I do like that reading a lot for you, because a kick in the butt for the tarot to tell you to focus on your career or your finances. Very helpful, especially if your brain is like kind of stuck with the love and you don't know where to go from there. But yeah, thank you so much for letting me do your reading. I hope it made sense. I hope there was something you could take away from it. Oh, and thanks for the follow. I really appreciate that. Every follow helps for my stream. I'm trying to grow it so I can at least do part-time stream and part-time work. That's the goal. That's where I'm trying to go. And I hope that one day I make it, and I hope that one day you make it to where you want to go. Even if it's streaming, it takes time and it takes perseverance, so you just gotta push through with that. Cool. I'm gonna be a second. I'm just gonna grab my burrito. I will be back. If people pop by, if you guys would be oh so kind, just remind them of the rules. Remember, so Mollog, your reading is next. Let me just show you on the chat there. So I would just like how many cards you would like and which deck you would like me to use. And if you have a 5 cards Sun and Moon General, perfect. I will be back with food. Give me 1 second. Enjoy the Persona tunes. Alright, I'm back. I have my burrito. It, to me, looks good. I ain't gonna show y'all because it's a burrito. And I have fucking salsa. So I feel good. So I'm gonna put this down. Got that salsa game. I really would like to make my own salsa. Not that stage. I mean, not in that stage of life yet. We're gonna get there, just not yet. Oh, I'm excited. When it's not hot as hell, I'm very excited. Okay, 5 cards, Sun and Moon. Let's get this going for you, Mulog. I'm also sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Do correct me. We'll get that sorted. Also, Aslan, welcome to the queue. Oh, it's Mollog. Cool. I hope you're doing good though. How has things been? What's made you want to get a general read from a random individual, a random dude online? No need to answer that question. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, okay, it's looking quite good. I do like where this is going. Oh, hell yeah. Cool. Cool. Alright, Mulog, when you're ready. Mulog, when you're ready, let me know. We'll get started, and we'll get started with your read, essentially. Just say yeet, hi, whatever. Just a confirmation. Yes, you are ready. Perfect. I'm so tempted to just eat it, but it's fine. Cool. So general spread, general read. Let's see what the message is here for you. Three of Pentacles, that talks about work. Kind of people acknowledging your work and seeing you put the effort in and putting the hours in. They're seeing improvement. They're seeing like potential from you. It's kind of like people being like looking over your shoulder while you're doing something and being like, okay, they're up to something. Something's going good. So that is good. That means you are kind of aware that your efforts towards a goal is going well. There's acknowledgement of that there. If you haven't had it yet, this is the acknowledgement that I'd like to give you, because whatever it is you're working on, even if it's like in your eyes you're kind of struggling, you should still be proud that you put the work into it and that you're doing something that is like a passion for you. I only say that because the Ace of Wands is present here. I think there's like that spark of joy again, that spark of passion when it comes to something. Maybe it hasn't come yet, but there is that spark of passion that might arrive like just to your being, to understand that yes, you can move towards something that you very much care about. You can move towards something that you can kind of believe in, right? So maybe this was the groundwork of figuring out where to go, or like putting you towards the direction, and then maybe this is just a good point of direction. King of Swords sits in the future. So it talks about rational judgment, idealism, a brilliant thinker. To that point, I think that's where you can be if you find out the passion in what you're doing in your life right now. So you might be in school, and this could be a call for you to figure out, you know, where you want to go, maybe for a post-grad to pursue what you really want, or find areas of work that you can jump into from school and like go from there. If you're at work, like this is for everyone in the chat, like with this, you can apply yourself in this situation and say that yes, I find something that I care about, I find something that I'm passionate about, and I'm going to put the work into it as best as I can. For you though, Moloch, I think this is something you know you're going to be good at because you have had this acknowledgement in the past. You have you have had people say, yeah, you're doing great. You just weren't sure about your direction yet. I think you'll find your direction, and once you do, you'll be able to embody this King of Swords. Top thinker, very idealistic in a good way, like in a grounded way, and just very intelligent in where they're going towards. So that's like the best place to be. I think with this Prince of Swords here being present, it kind of talks about dynamic thinking and forward movement. So maybe it's this unexpected breakthrough of this passion is going to help you figure out how to turn yourself from this Prince of Swords to the King. It may take time. It may take, oh my God, it may take time and work, but it's achievable here, and that you can get somewhere with it. Golly, I need water. Sorry. So this makes sense here. I'm gonna move these to the side because I want to talk about these two in tandem. So this is like, you know, a spark of joy, that light bulb moment where you're saying, I can get somewhere with this. I can do something. How do we get from point A to point B? You know, we're here in A. We want to get to B. For this one, so in this spread, this is the past, this is the present, this is the future, this is what you're thinking about or what you're embodying in your mind, and this is what you're kind of ignoring and you're in your subconscious. I feel like you've been suppressing a sense of achievement and a sense of success that you've had in yourself. Because you have continuously put yourself down and judged yourself to the point where you are not sure whether or not you are good at what you do, or you can't go somewhere. I think you're ignoring the fact that you put yourself down more often than you should. And I think it's also telling me that you should listen to other people's judgments, and if they say good things, you take on board those good things the same way that you take on board if they say anything bad. You gotta take them seriously, take them for what it is, and see if you can adjust things based on the good and bad feedback. Think Peace Now. Hi, welcome to the stream. If you'd like a reading, just let me know, and Actually, just exclamation join. Cryptid. Hi, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Same thing. If you guys want that reading, just exclamation join. Hey, we finally beat Joshi. Hell yeah. We don't usually win. But yeah, for you, Molog, it's just realizing that you are, like, just realizing your self-worth in the situation, right? Like, remember getting that spark that tells you that you are good, that you are successful, and that you can make it. There's this, you can get to this, which is super exciting to see. And whatever the good people said, you have to take that on board. You have to make sure that you are accepting of that, because they're not lying to you. You're doing good, and you need to remember that you are doing good. Apart from that, that's pretty much it. Have that faith in yourself again. Know that it is a journey, and you will only get better. And listen to the good that people have been telling you, because they do not lie. Does not look like, I have no doubts in these cards to tell me that they are lying, so I will not doubt. They are not lying. But yeah, Moloch, thanks so much for the read. I appreciate you giving me your time, giving me your energy. And I hope that is something that you can take away with you. See where you can go. First time having this done, and that was crazy. Thank you, man. Dude, anytime. If you want a private read, we can do that too. I'll be lurking. It's kind of late for me. Josh, go to bed. Go to bed. But yeah, dude, thank you so much. I hope you had a good time. And good luck for where you're going to go, alright? You're going to do great. I believe, baby. I'm going to have to change that lurk command. Alright. Aslight and Cryptid, do you guys know what deck you would like me to use for your read? And how many cards you would like for your read? 5 cards from Moon General. Perfect. I'm going to take a bite out of this burrito, though. It's a chicken burrito. And, oh boy. Guys, I'm so glad that I'm streaming again. I miss it every time I don't. I really do. I don't know why. It's so fun. Cool. Get ready for this general goddamn read, my guy. Hi, Rika. Welcome. Short queue if you want a read. And that's for anyone else in the chat who would like a read. Short queue. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing alright. Still busy. Still stressed a bit with work, but I'm glad I'm streaming today. Dropped another card. My queue is a regular queue. Don't make fun. No, not you. Okay. Boo. Boo. That was really funny too, though. The queue of people. The queue. Yeah. God, my whole life is surrounded by queues. Calling queues at work. cues on the stream. Other cues. Master of Terrafulian Jugs. It was a good one. Okay, I really liked it. A lot of pentacles for people today. A lot of pentacles. Why though? Interesting. Also, I need to start just shitposting on my social media. I mean, I don't take it that seriously, but, you know, I should feel a bit more free and not have to worry about stuff there. Even though this is like my main thing. Huh. Alright, Aslan, it's taking you a second for your last card to show up here. Dude. I love your face cam, by the way. Thank you. I work hard. I work hard on my shape, and I work hard to make sure that the background is clean. I just don't share my face cam because I was planning to be a teacher, and I couldn't really stomach the fact that if I was starting to stream and my students saw me, they would like bring stuff up. This one's perfect. Thank you. I do a different one for every game that I play, so I try to keep it thematically good there. But yeah, I didn't want my students to come up and say certain things or, you know, harass people in the chat, especially if they're pieces of shit. I don't want those shitty kids doing that. But I didn't get a job as a teacher, so we're kind of stuck with the theme. Now I do like it. Paper is my favorite. Anyway, Aslan, when you are ready, let me know. And we'll get started with your read. I'm gonna take another bite of my burrito. Let's get it. I'm gonna clear my mouth first. Hold on. Cool. So this is a bit straightforward in that the message is kind of dude, it's like, I'm gonna be honest with you, the message is so like a normal message that anyone can say. It's just a good reminder though. Ace of Pentacles in the past. That sits there as the start of your journey. I'm gonna say the start of your journey financially because this seems like a work thing again. There's stability with the Pentacles, all in the past, present, and the future, all linked together. It's just your mental state that we're going to have to question in a little bit here. Four of Pentacles talks about power. The individual here sits around 4 sandcastles. You know, the tower stuff, so like the rook. It's very stable. 4 is a very stable number. You know, table with 4 legs. It's very strong. They also hold power within them, so they're kind of understanding that where they are, they can go and like persevere and succeed as long as they maintain the stability here. Thing is, with that stability, you have to know where to go and you have to know how to build from it rather than just be stuck there, you know. But it's a good start. It's a good place to know, like it's a good resting point, you know, like with your journey. It's a good checkpoint that you can get through. So you are progressing well with whatever you're doing financially. You're progressing well job-wise. Maybe you are in uni and you are getting your classes sorted and things are kind of working out there. There will just be more decisions to be made, right? So I understand that going from 4 to 2 in terms of the Pentacles seems a bit strange and seems backwards. But it's telling you here that decisions will always have to be made and change is always required if you want to get to somewhere good, if you want to get to somewhere that you want to be. Change is pretty much needed, and you're going to have to juggle these decisions whether or not it's time to make a change or maintain where you are. Just know that these will come up consistently. There will always be change. There will always be change that is going to happen. It just depends on how you want to deal with it and how you want to face it. I think this change, though, is what's putting you to feel like the Seven of Swords of futility. I called it 5 earlier. I meant 7. The Seven of Swords, just kind of sadness and despair, kind of tired and worn out, not really sure where to go next. But that's your mentality for it, right? So I can understand and I can appreciate that you have had a long journey to just get where you are now. And I would like to give you props on that first and foremost, because again, you carried on with the journey and you're still here with that journey. And yes, you feel stable, yes, but you don't know really where to go next, what decisions have to do. You're juggling a lot of things. Seven of Swords. I'm gonna read what it says in the booklet. Recklessness, misguided efforts, and negative thinking. A fickle mind, deceit, and self-deception. Useless, futile plans. So you are worried that whatever change you're going to make, even though if you know you're gonna have to make it, is gonna like put you in the wrong way. My guy, like, that's perfectly fine to feel. It's perfectly valid to be unsure or unaware of what's next and like kind of figuring out what's next from there. The call here, though, because we're gonna be able to change this, but I'm not gonna be able to tell you that it's not gonna happen. You're just gonna get these thoughts and it's gonna happen. You have to remember that you're still very much early on in your journey, right? So all of this, all good and well. Like, started the journey with the Ace, you got a message, you're going to work for it, see where you can go. Got that Four of Pentacles telling you, hey, here's what we can do. We're stable, we're doing things great, things are working out. Fuck, goddammit, there's the Two of Pentacles, what are we going to do? We have to make this decision, I don't want to make this decision. Hey, Rostar, what's up? Welcome. I don't want to make these changes, I'm very stable here, but I kind of have to make these changes. And then Seven of Pentacles, overthinking, wow, this is gonna suck, this change is not gonna work out, what are we gonna do if it fails? It's okay if it does fail, but you don't have to keep your mind stuck on it will fail, right? And if it does fail, you are still early on in your journey. Yeah, I remember you, Decay. I saw your name change on my friends list on Twitch. So yeah, I hope you're doing good. Have you been watching the other stream lately? I have not been on that stream in a very long time. I've been very busy. But sorry, back to you, Aslan. This Fool card is kind of a reminder that each change is a new beginning and a new adventure. But also, you're so early on in your journey that you are still technically the Fool, and you have to progress through all of the other major arcana to successfully feel the cycle that happens, right? You're still early on. If it fails, there's always time. Even if it feels like there will be no time to make it up, there will always be time. You have to understand your journey still has begun. So these two cards are pretty close to each other is what I'm feeling. And like, legitimately, this feeling here, this futility, the Seven of Swords, it's fine. I'm not gonna tell you that it's wrong to feel this way. It's not. Like, you're definitely allowed, and it's definitely scary to make certain changes. Just bring the whole picture in with you when you want to make these changes, right? And when I say the whole picture, the whole good and the bad. Taking the good, find out what that good change will be, and kind of hope for that. And if it doesn't end up being good, you are still able to push on with it. Decay, welcome to the queue. Sorry, Raw Star. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, it's just saying to yourself, it's okay to fail. It's okay to feel these things. It's okay to fail. You can always start a new journey, and there's always time to make it up. So have some faith there. I believe in you. Goddamn, people don't hear that enough, but it's true. People should believe in each other more, and you can do this. You got this. Aslan, thank you so much for letting me do your reading. I appreciate you spending the time here and being patient with me. I hope that made sense. I hope that helped. But you got this, okay? It's gonna take some time, and it's very scary to make big decisions, so I don't envy you, but you will be fine. Cool. Cryptid, you are next. Welcome. I'm not sure if you mentioned it earlier, because it might have been lost in the chat. Let me see. Let me know, Cryptid, what deck you would like and how many cards. Also, guys, there's only 2 people in the queue, so you're good to join if you want. 5 cards, Sun and Moon General. Cool. I can do that. I'm sorry, I'm eating. I got home from work, I showered, threw my burrito in the oven, and now I'm here. So I didn't have time to eat. I genuinely need to be so much smarter about planning my food time. But I don't. One second. Cool. Ooh, 5 General Sun and Moon. We can do this. You can do this. Let's see where your cards are, what your message is. I love general spreads, guys. So far, nothing super hard hitting yet. The deck has been very supportive. Have had those times, though, when the deck just absolutely calls someone out. So, we'll see. Cryptid, we'll see. Okay, good. 3 of Wands, Virtue. Card that fell down again. Cards like to fall on the ground, man. 2 Pentacles. Whoa. Yeah. I'm also gonna change the music. They don't stop falling. They don't stop falling to the floor. 2 of Wands. Four of Swords. Very low cards. Very nice cards. Let's see where this is taking you. Alright, Cryptid, when you are ready, let me know and we'll get started with your reading. I am ready, wise one. Do not call me that. I haven't grown a beard out for it yet. Oh, fuck, speaking of which, I need to shave. I don't like my scruffy look. Anyway, Three of Wands, virtue. It talks about starting a new position, being exciting, having that kind of like joyous wonder in life, having a good healthy balance with work, play, and life. And it's also just like juggling that balance, right? You are able to perform, you are able to manage, and you're able to figure it out. I think with that start, though, it is a good question of what would be next with this balance. And I feel like there is something that you are deciding right now of what is next, what you're going to push towards now. So like that previous read with that Four of Pentacles, it talks about, again, being able to be balanced and in power. I feel like here, the challenges that you had in the past are not enough for the ones with you in present. So you're searching for the next challenge. You are searching for how you can improve yourself, make yourself better, and kind of push yourself to what is next. That's what that Two of Pentacles is there. So I'm not saying you're unable to balance and do this anymore. I think you've just found new things to juggle, new things to take under your wing, because this has become second nature. This has become quite easy for you. So whether that be the way you deal with life situations, like, you know, outside of work or school, or you go home and you have a good balance of play, you're eating right, you're eating well. Maybe if you're not eating well, but you're eating happily and you're enjoying your time and things are working out, and you want to figure out, hey, what's the next step? What can I do? What is more challenging? Where can I go? And I like this mindset that where you're at. I do want to jump over here to the Two of Wands before we get to your future position here. So in your mind, you have the Two of Wands, which talks about, at the top here, it says Dominion. It talks a lot about looking at the paths that are in front of you, actively seeking, like I said, fresh challenges, and it depicts shadow and light, the balance. So you are aware, right, that you want something new, but you're also not burdening yourself, which is brilliant on your part. Maybe you haven't done it yet and you're trying to figure out how you can do this. Do not burden yourself with that new thing. You got to make sure that this is still fine and easy before you can move on to the next thing. So don't burden yourself. This Dominion card here, Two of Wands, looking at the next step. The Fire here, yeah, maybe it looks a bit scary, but that's more of like a challenge that you are willing to accept and take. And you're kind of like excited and you want to be headstrong and go towards it. The Emperor. The Emperor sits here in your future. I feel like this is what you'll embody once you continue with this line of thinking that you have, right? With this Three of Wands, being able to master it, being able to juggle three different things. Two of Wands, looking for the next challenge, but, you know, introducing it into your life slowly and trying to figure out what to do. This Emperor card is who you will be. I'm going to read you what it says in the booklet because I think it's very poignant. So it's associated with personal power and leadership. Personal power and leadership. Able to handle rules and structures of society, the laws of nature, rational thinking, great love of adventure, change and travel, sense of responsibility, a father figure, yang energy, and the animus. A symbol of strength. The sun rises is the source of natural light. Cycles, fire, and vitality. So the way that you're taking yourself, or the way that you're pushing yourself, is very good and very healthy. I like the way that you will be deciding how to take things slowly before you can ramp it up and go full in, right? So you're the type of person to dip their feet and like paddle in the shallow end first to get used to the water and then start taking laps. It's great. If you don't do it, these cards are telling you to fucking get to that, because that stage is only going to help you. Like, slow progression and moving things forward slowly will only make you better through time. And you've done this before in the past. You know how this goes. You got this. This is easy for you. Easy for you. So with all of that, there is that reminder of the Four of Swords. Four of Swords talks about truce. Yes, you are balanced. Yes, the swords stand on the points, but they are lying down completely still. You gotta factor in that there are points in time where you need to rest and take a step back. Yes, it's always the next challenge. Let's do the next challenge now. Let's push to and see what we can do. And you are doing it, yes, in a slow pace. But it is also important. I can also not stress this enough. It is very important to have that quiet time, the downtime, where you don't have to think so hard. You don't have to pursue things incredibly in an incredibly motivated way. There are times in your life where you need to not have something to like fight or learn or kind of get over. You have to enjoy where you're at. I'm not sure if you even enjoyed this bit. And kind of like took a step back and like rested on the work that you have put up. But remember once in a while to start doing that. But everything else, introducing things slowly into your life and working towards it the best that you can. Exciting new role, looking at where you want to go next. It's a very motivated position. If nothing of this, like, if anything, just take away that you are allowed to be motivated. These cards are pushing you to be motivated, and that it's a safe time for you to be motivated and taking things on at a slower, not even a slower pace, but at a pace that you go. So maybe you go fucking fast. But if that's the pace you're comfortable with, pursue. Take your time, and you will get to this Emperor position in no time. And yeah, Cryptid, that's basically it. Gradually take things on. Make sure you have control. And then just move from there. It's pretty much on point. I don't know how to explain it, but holy, this is insane. I'm going to say it as well. Like, you need to give yourself a pat on the back for being able to project yourself onto it. Parmesan N. Welcome to the queue. Because this is a two-way thing, right? You tell me, I show you the cards, I tell you the definitions and how I put these together, but you also make it make sense for your life, right? Like, there's no magic here. This is just like a good exercise in how we think and how we want to like pursue things in our life. So I thank you for that as well. We bring in the homies in because you're great. Oh, thanks, Molog. So you're a friend of Parm. I'm gonna call you Parm, unless you want me to call you Parmesan. Unless you want me to call you N. But yeah, dude, thanks so much for bringing people in. And Cryptid, thanks for your patience and letting this good. Letting me do your reading, excuse me. Oh shoot, you're all part of it. Hell yeah. Well, 2 of the 3, very good. I very much appreciate you guys' time. Parm, we'll see what your reading says. And I apologize if it calls you out. That's all. That's it. That's it. I'm just gonna apologize now if it calls you out, because it happens. Decay or Rostar. Sorry, I'm gonna keep calling you Decay. 5 cards right away. Ooh, buddy. Alright, you know what you're asking for. I have very little left of my burrito, so I'm gonna eat it. Hottie Hotness 69. Hey, Paper Your Penguin. Penguin is here. Hi, welcome. If you would like a reading, top in that queue. If not, all good. Always down if people just want to hang out and like listen to reads. Oh, Cheetah! Hello! This is your first time with Tarot, you have 0 idea? Well, that's fine. That's fine, Decay. You'll be fine. I love you too, my guy. It's nice to see you streaming again. It's so good. It's so good to see you streaming again. But also, good night. I hope work was good. I hope everything was A-okay. Thanks for the stealth. Work was great. Good. Let's hope it stays that way. Hey man, we both know that sometimes work can be a bitch. And things may not work out. But I'm glad it was good. You chose it because you saw it in a movie? That's a fine choice. It's a good choice. For sure. It just, yeah, we're gonna figure out what the message is there for you and what it wants to say. But yeah, you would have seen it in movies because this is normally the deck that people use as the original, or people like to see it as the original tarot deck. And this is my first deck because I thought I would like to stick to the traditions and, you know, get one of the original ones. There's a lot of types of originals, but the Rider-Waite is at least what I was introduced to first. But also, you search up a tarot, most of the art is Rider-Waite. And, like, if the meanings and the reading does not you do not associate with the reading, that's fine. You're more than welcome to throw away anything that I say if it doesn't apply to you at all. That's just the way the tarot is sometimes, you know. There could just be bad reads that aren't meant for you. There could just be like an issue from my side in terms of how I'm reading certain things. But there's always something to take away from the cards. Whether you be one of those people who believe in the energies and kind of get spooked by it, or you're one of the people who want to ground yourself in like the psychology exercise of this and kind of working out like things in your brain and how you feel and perceive. So there is our first reversal. It came quite late into the stream actually, so that's interesting. Awesome. No, my headset's dying. Alright, 1 second. Yeah. Oh my god, why can I not get the battery? There we go. Do a little switch. Hopefully nothing weird is playing, but there's no doubt in my mind that something weird is playing. Cool. Rostar, Decay, when you're ready, let me know and we'll get started with your reading. Why did it disconnect? Howdy Hotness, welcome to the queue. You are ready. Perfect. So, Four of Cups sits in your past. That is a card that talks about... Man, you are very much focused on what you have in front of you, and you're very much against the idea of... You know, essentially the idea of ideas, right? You didn't buy into the mystical pitch that people were giving you about a certain thing. I think it's about like life goals and where you can go, but you were looking at more what's around you and what you have and seeing where you can go from there, rather than saying, oh, I can, you know, get a whole mansion and become famous and rich. You're gonna be you seem like the type of person who says, no, look at my surroundings, what can I make out of my surroundings, and how can I make it, you know, good for me, and push that so that I can be successful in where I want to go and I can like enjoy what I have, right? You kind of disregarded that big dream that a lot of people would kind of go for. And I think it's something that you did want to go for. It's something that you were wanting. You were just very much doubtful of what was going to happen. Got that Six of Wands upright. Talks about recognition. You know? I feel like from here, you focused on what you had in front of you and you were able to build on it, and you're kind of afraid to celebrate where you are now, but you are very much allowed to celebrate. Not even, you don't have to celebrate huge and like go insane or like be wild at a party or whatever. You can just acknowledge your own successes and say, hey, I looked at what was around me. I looked at my situation and I made something good out of it, right? Even if it doesn't feel good yet, you know, you can still say, look, we're progressing and we're getting to good things and we're going to places that we kind of expected and we were kind of wanting to get to. You can be proud of that, and you should be proud of that because you put the work in for it. The Nine of Cups, though, being in reverse, talks about laziness, you know, laziness being an Achilles heel towards your ambition. So maybe that's why you're so afraid to celebrate. That's why you're so afraid to kind of push through with where you want to go, because you don't want to settle. You want to push towards the next thing. You want to continue towards the dream. And maybe that's what you're kind of feeling now. You're kind of feeling that you can kind of hang up the boots because you're in a resting position. There's no need to like push forward. You will still have to. This laziness will get to you, and it will only push you back. Because maybe you are close to this dream, or something close to this dream. And maybe you might be throwing it away in terms of how you celebrate, but you just gotta remember to do it in moderation, right? Like, you have to celebrate your successes. You have to make sure that you pat yourself on the back for the things that you did. But you also have to remember to not, you know, stick around and waddle a bit in the same area, right? You have to push forward. And that's where you're kind of fighting against this. So, like, you're kind of pushing this away in terms of trying to change it to something better. Because your mindset with this Page of Wands seems to talk about new projects, new ideas, and, like, living in the moment. So living in the moment in terms of, again, reevaluating your situation and reassessing what's around you and just seeing what you can make out of it. The Page of Wands is like the start of that. New projects and new ideas. I like that. I like that for new projects and new ideas because you're continually motivating yourself towards the next thing. You're continually motivating yourself to where you want to be. And where you're going to be is what you're kind of ignoring right now, because I don't know if your mindset is there or that your options are not, your way of thinking is like kind of pushing you away from it. But this is the Ten of Cups. This is the dream come true. This is what this was, and you actually being able to achieve it. You're ignoring that you're kind of pushing yourself towards this goal, towards this dream come true. I feel like you're doing these goals and setting yourself up slowly, which is good. You're settling your expectations, but you just have to remember, if you settle, you will not be able to get it. So continue to push yourself, and once you figure it out that you're happy, then you can figure it out. Once you figure out that that dream has come true, that this dream here has become that, you're fine. I'm gonna say with this, like, trust in your dreams, trust in your goals, because that's something that you can believe in and follow. Right, you have to check your surroundings, you have to check where you're at. But you are able to do this in a way where you can take little steps rather than seeing that big goal and being disappointed that you're still so far away from it. You're just slowly working your way up, which is something that a lot of people should do. If you're not doing it, again, like I said for most of these readings, it's a call to do so. Because Renox Zor, I'm sorry if I said the name wrong. Thank you for following. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing good. But yeah, Decay, once this happens here, you will be able to push through. You will be able to succeed. Just do not settle and do not overdo the celebration. And if you can continue to do that and continue to have new goals that push you towards this, you'll be fine. And it's like, again, I say this like it's like some easy thing that you can do. It's really hard, and you just need some patience. You just need some patience, and you'll be able to do it. But also, just believe in the dream. Like, I get that being a realist is something that you probably are and you want to do. I don't get how you're doing this, but it's very accurate. I'm lazy as fuck. It's fine. It's nothing spooky. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna actually close the queue. So, Renox Zor, if you want, join the queue now. This is actually last call. Ooh, fuck, Parm is ready. Alright, Parm, let's go. Yeah, Renox. I'm doing 2 more reads, but they do take some time. So it's essentially the next person who joins the queue will be the last person for the night. Yes, I'm only doing 2 hours. I want to play Persona 5. I'm playing Persona 5 Scramble, and I'm having a great time. You're still here, Redox. Like, you can still join the queue. You can be the last person. Because after Hottie Hotness... Sorry, your name's funny. After Hottie Hotness 69, there it is. Alright. Got in there. Queue is closed. Thank you so much, team, for filling out the queue today. I appreciate that. We will end with you, Renox. And there's 2 more people ahead of you. So, Parm, get ready. We're going to do your spread. Do not be scared with the image of the pregnant woman in the Princess of Pentacles. Do not be worried. It's fine. You're fine. A lot of wands. This is nice. This is some strong wands as well. Yeah. What's the difference between the Sun and Moon and the Rider-Waite? Just the art style? No. So there are differences in terms of what's in the deck. The Rider-Waite does princesses, and we don't normally get prince or princess cards. They're usually pages. In the Rider-Waite, it's only the pages that are there. We don't get those prince and princess. Also, some art depictions have different meanings. So one card in the Rider-Waite, what's a good example? The Two of Wands, actually. Two of Wands in Rider-Waite talks about Dominion as well as this one, as well as in the Sun and Moon. But the Two of Wands in the Rider-Waite talks about kind of like the worldly view, whilst here it's a more personal approach, right? It's talking about your world rather than just the world in general. And it's nice. The art styles, is a huge thing, and the way that the art depicts the card also helps in how people would read certain things. So that's kind of where some personal definitions of cards change with the change of decks. But overall, yeah, it's just the art style that's hugely different, because most definitions are kind of the same throughout. Okay, Parm, when you're ready, we'll get started with your read. Let me know, and yeah, we'll go. We'll go from there. Ready. Perfect. So, Princess of Pentacles. Study, education, the pregnant woman embodying fertility and growth, or the birth of new creative forms. Again, I'm not going to say actual pregnancy and that you're going to have a friend who's pregnant, or maybe you experience like a pregnant friend go through something. No, this is the birth of ideas and creativity and pushing towards what is next. That's beautiful. I like that. It's a good place from the past. It's a good place to start from the past, because that Nine of Wands, which symbolizes strength in this deck, for example. Not for example, it's actually there. These pillars that they surrounded themselves with, that is their hard work. That is what they push towards. 4 crescents and that 1 star in the middle shows you just the balance that they have and how much effort that they placed and how ready they are for the next step. The next step would be that 10, completing that cycle and pushing you towards something better. And I don't think the cycle is complete yet. The cycle is about to be completed, and you're going to embody that Queen of Wands energy here. And that Queen of Wands talks about self-knowledge, self-fulfillment, and transformation. The essential bad bitch. That is where that Queen of Wands goes. They're very sure of themselves, full of confidence. Like, she essentially tames the leopard in the card. That is a leopard. And just self-assures themselves and knows how strong that they are. I think that's where you're going. That's where your journey is at the moment. You have like the skills and the ability, right? You have this confidence in yourself, but you don't want to like show it off or talk about it with people. You don't want them to know that you are confident about yourself, because you're scared of like maybe being big-headed, maybe seeing them, like maybe you don't like things to fall through, and that confidence you don't want people to backfire. But those situations will happen no matter what, right? It's how you bounce back from it, and it's your confidence that helps you bounce back from it. So I think this journey of accepting and presenting your confidence to people, with, I'm not even going to say passion, but like with strength, that is what you're kind of aiming towards, and that's a really good place to go. You have to understand, though, that the Wheel of Fortune is here at the top, and that it's a cycle, right? Some days you're going to feel extremely confident and you're able to be in your stride. Some days it's going to fucking suck, and there's no way that you can, like, recover from it, but you take the next day and you go anyway. And that's the best part, is that these cycles happen no matter what. You started the cycle way back here with, wanting to birth yourself into a new confident individual, a new confident being. And you're working through that cycle. You're at the 9 now. A couple of moments later, you're going to skip to the Queen. But this King that sits in your ignoring section or your subconscious, that interests me. Because maybe you don't know that there's more to achieve. And that you can be much better, much stronger, essentially much more confident, much more powerful with this King here. Right? Maybe that's a goal that you can achieve. Like, okay, the gendering of the cards, that be damned, is just the way the tarot was spread. But everyone can be a King energy. Once they've acquired the energy from the Queen, and once they've acquired this power and self-confidence, they can move on to the King, which is, prosperous and confident. It enjoys you are able to enjoy the loyalty of other people. Maybe your confidence will bring you people towards you. And it is another step rather than just being confident in yourself. It's having those other people be confident in you. And being assured that they are confident in you. Parm, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. But that's essentially it. Like, your goal is the Queen of Wands, yes. But there's another step that I know you can take. There's another step that I know that you can push towards and kind of like pursue. Get to that Queen first. Finish your cycle of becoming the Queen of Wands. Then maybe we can think about becoming that King energy. Then maybe we could think about, showing people how fucking cool we are. How fucking badass that we could actually be. But yeah, that's essentially it. I do appreciate your time. Guys, and everyone who's popped by, like, thank you for coming by. Thank you for telling your friends. I appreciate that. And Parm, I hope this makes sense. I hope you are kind of in that journey of being more confident in yourself, because everyone deserves to, everyone deserves to, like, love themselves in a way where they can trust themselves. And that's the best thing that we can hope for. And this journey is not an easy one, but I feel like it's one that you are powering through. For how long have I been doing tarot? I say 1 year. I'm working my way there. Good. I appreciate that. Keep that up. Push that forwards. I'm sorry I hit the mic just now. Hottie. Do I call you Hottie or Hotness? I might call you Hottie. How long have I been doing tarot? So I've been doing tarot for about 2 years for myself and learning. And I've been doing tarot on Twitch for about December, January, February, March, April. Wait. November, December. For about 7 months. I have been doing tarot on Twitch for 7 months. But I've been doing tarot for people at parties and stuff for about a year now. About 2 years. Nope. A year and 7 months. That's about it, because I started my tarot journey like just really anxious and needing something to put my head in place, but that was the one that helped. But also, Hottie, it's your turn. Let me know which deck you would like and how many cards. Same for you, Ranox. If we can figure out how many cards you want and what deck for your spread, we can definitely sort that out and get that done for y'all. So just let me know, Hottie, and then we'll continue from there. Parm and friends, guys, thank you so much for popping by. I really appreciate it. I hope I see you guys back again when I do tarot or if I'm playing games. But no pressure, though. Only if you want to hang. That's always the rule here. People will have to want to be here. Same deck and 5. Cool. Any deck will be fine. How many cards did you want, Hottie? General read. Okay. Well, if you're not going to tell me how many numbers, I'll just draw and see what feels right. And then we'll get there. Any as you wish. Alright, yeah, we'll draw and see what feels right. And Renox, I'll remember that. We'll do the sun and moon for 5. No, Exoso, apologies. The queue is closed for tonight. Yeah, I need to take care of myself and not push myself to do too much, or else I would give out shitty reads, and I do not want to do that. Sorry, Exo. Or Exoso. The whole night is for... Oh. Am I the only one live for tarot? Because I'm sure there's other readers out there. Oh, Renox, are you changing your mind? You can change your mind, it's fine. Give my turn to Exo. Are you sure? No. Okay, Exo. If I finish... Because I have like 25 minutes left. If there's time at the end, I could give you a read. So I'm planning on ending on the 30-minute mark of the hour. I could have just said the half-hour mark. Okay, you guys argue about it and figure it out. I gotta get this read done for Hottie. What a name. It's fine, I'll give it to Exo, please. Okay, Exo, you are there. So we're in place of Renox, we'll chuck you there. Renox, I appreciate your kindness in giving someone else a read. But if there's still time at the end, I will chuck you guys that read, whoever is still here. So let's see where that goes. Exoso, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hey, give it up for Renox. Give it up for Renox. They're very, very kind. Hottie, when you're ready, let me know and we'll get through your spread. Just give me the go ahead and we'll do this thing. I'm ready. Okay, I'm gonna be straight up. This is talking about a lot of healing and a lot of change and a lot of moving forward into the future rather than being stuck in the past. I'm sorry if that's a bit rude to say. It's just kind of what's here. And I'm not gonna... I try my hardest not to sugarcoat things. Because if I sugarcoat things, you will not get the message that you deserve. And what the cards are trying to give you. So we're gonna go from here and we'll figure this out together. Page of Swords. Start of intelligence, the start of thought, kind of pushing forwards of where you want to go. Usually the projection with the Page of Swords likes to be towards the king, towards the end. So page, knight, queen, king. You want to project that way. But I feel like with the Page of Swords, because it is such a young energy, it may seem just a bit misled to an extent, and kind of pushing towards something that did not work out or did not make sense for you. That page is kind of in a place where you want to be successful, you want to be, like strong with your thinking and strong with your ways of like pursuing things. But it didn't work out. Instead of progressing that king, you kind of went through the negative cycle and got to the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords, backstabbing, pain, all the pins into the cushion, usually represented by a body, but it's kind of this idea that that painful cycle is done. Whatever it is that started this Page of Swords, whatever this person was, it's either a call for you to end this painful cycle by talking about it and sorting out the problems and, having that discussion, or, walking away from someone or being betrayed to an extent. You looking kind of cute today. Thank you. If you're referring to the corner, thank you. I brushed my hair. Yeah. With this Ten of Swords, it's kind of that idea of this painful cycle can end. You are able to end this painful cycle, and I believe that you can. With the Seven, though, Seven of Pentacles, that card talks about patience, That card talks about tending to your garden. It talks about making sure that you take care of the garden that's in front of you. And for this one, I feel like the representation of the garden is yourself. You've been through a tough cycle with that Ten of Swords. You have kind of been through hell, and now that it's ended, you can't just jump into the next best thing and then kind of go from there. No, you need the time to rest. You need the time to recuperate, and you need the time to build yourself up again for the next best thing, you know? You don't want like the next best thing rolling around and kind of seeing you battered and bruised. No, you got to build yourself up. You got to dust yourself off, heal up any wounds that need healing, and kind of just push to self-care, push to making yourself happy, and then attracting those people and getting those help from those people. I feel like this is a cycle that you go through a lot. I wouldn't say like a lot, like it happens all the time, but you know, this cycle you've gone through more than once. I only say that because the Six of Cups is present in your consciousness, and that consciousness here is what you're thinking about. And I feel like this is something that happens again. I feel like you're gonna be planning on going back to something that was supposed to help you, you know, but really is just something bad. I think you need to fight against that. But, you know, remembering how you did last time, maybe that nostalgic feeling of recovery, that nostalgic feeling of having a weight lifted off of your shoulders, maybe that's what you can pursue for this time being, so you can, like, help yourself grow from the situation. Six of Pentacles sitting in your subconscious. I do like that there because it's a reminder of the people who are around you. The actual good people, the actual friends and family that are there to support you. Sure, it may only be one or two people, but those are two legitimate people that will help you if you just ask. They will give you their charity because you give them your charity. You give them your help when they need it. You support them when they need it. So it would only make sense that they support you when you need the support. And it would only make sense to accept said support because if they denied your help, you were still there no matter what. You were still there. So maybe it's just a reminder here that you're like kind of ignoring the good things and the good people that can help you out of the situation. Yes, it was a painful situation. Yes, it has and can and will end. Just gotta be okay with saying, yes, I need help. Please help me. Thank you for the help. Whoever this motherfucker is, though, like, what a piece of shit. I hate that a lot. Hate that they put you there. Hate that you had to experience that situation, and this is not fun. But yeah, that's essentially it. The cycle is going to end. No matter, I don't care what it is, that cycle will end. And gotta start taking care of yourself. And this is not a journey that you take by yourself. This is a journey that you take with other people. This is a journey that is a group journey and that you can get through. And please do not fall back into the nostalgia of things, because getting back to this when you have this just kind of cancels that out and actually doesn't help. So nostalgia be damned. I know it's so easy to look back at things and want things from that, but please, please, please try your best not to fall back into that. But yeah, Hadi, that's pretty much it. Whether or not it related to you, up to you. If you want to take any of the messages there, I do appreciate your time and your patience again, like I do with everyone else on the stream. And yeah, thanks for letting me do your read. Cool. So Ranox is next, but it's been given to Exo. Or Exoso. Exoso. Exos. Kidding. Exos. I'll just give you the Sun and Moon 5 cards. Did you want a general reading, or did you have a question? Or like a theme? General. Thank you, Ranox. I think we should have time. But let's do this general spread for you. Lula says tarot can say what people are talking about behind my back. Well, is that true? To an extent, yes. I know there are people who can kind of get those energies and those types of reads. But I personally don't want to do that on my reads because I feel like that blurs the line of... Well, it doesn't even blur the line. I just feel like it's a encroachment in privacy. You know? People deserve to have their thoughts and their feelings to themselves unless they explicitly tell you. So I don't like reading other people's energies that aren't in the room, that can't defend themselves or talk. So we just do things in a way where we deal with how we're thinking and control what we can control. Because we can't control how other people feel about us or what they're saying behind our backs. We can't control how we react to that situation and what next would be. Yeah. I just feel like it's rude. I don't want other people asking like tarot readers to figure out how I feel about them. It just, I don't know. It don't feel right. All right, Exos. Exoso. I'm so sorry I'm butchering your name. But Exo, when you're ready, let me know and we'll get started. I is ready. Perfect. Also, it's Oso. Okay, we'll call you Oso. Or Oso. Cool. Man. You were working on something in the past that kind of failed, or people have been very mean about. And it's like it's one of those things with that, you know, you do the journey and you go stronger from that journey and go through all that bullshit to be stronger at the other end. It's kind of where that is going right now. That sucks because I can see that you put a lot of work in whatever project this was, whether it be yourself into a relationship with someone else or an actual like just project or even streaming. That sucks to feel, and I'm sorry that kind of made you feel this way. Because yeah, that 3 talks about the hard work that you put in and people seeing it and like you feeling confident about it. But then that 9 of Swords talks about this shift in how people have been very cruel, people have been very tough on you, people have been unforgiving essentially, and you're kind of stuck in a nightmare state where you can't really get away from it. And I'm sorry that that's happened. I'm sorry that this is what it's feeling like. But if you continue and strive, and you know, with the strength card here, I think it's a call to action for your mindset to remember what you're good at, remember what you're like, remember the strengths that you are given, that the universe has given you, and what you have grown from yourself. Like, you know, you worked to be strong in certain aspects, you worked to be a strong individual. That's where you can be. That's where it can help. And that'll get you to become the King of Wands in the future, which is supreme confidence in yourself. Confidence in a way that it attracts people towards you. Confidence in a way where people can see that you are a human being that knows what's up, has failed, but has like persevered and pushed through. So that's where that's coming from in terms of having that strength. With this though, I think what can help your journey and in what is in your subconscious, what you're kind of not thinking about, is that balance is very key in how you can get out of this rut, how you can focus less on the negative and not listen to the shitty people who are putting you down. With that Temperance card, Temperance talks about balance, 1 foot on water, 1 foot on earth, very yin and yang energy, that day and night cycle that comes through there. Ashy, sorry, the queue has been closed. I'm ending stream in like the next reading or so. So if we have time, we can do it for Renox, but we're currently doing a reading for Oso. But I try to do tarot once a week around this time, so if you want to come in earlier next time, and hopefully the queues will not be that long or full, we can definitely do your read next time. Oh, if you need a personal read as well, I got personal reads down there for a couple bucks, just so I can support myself a little bit if you were interested in that. Anyway, sorry Oso. Thanks, Ashy. Thank you for the follow. Hey, I appreciate that. Rhinox, are you sure? Well, if Ashley's still here, if they're still here, then sure, if there's time. But yeah. Rhinox, are you sure? Yeah, I know. They're so kind. And so patient. Oh my god. You've been here for like a while. Like on this stream specifically. It's just throwing positive vibes everywhere. Yeah, I know. I know. Rhinox is like legit just super chill about all of this. But yeah. Also. Balance. Balance, balance, balance. Oh, you were a he. Okay. Excuse me. I know I said they. I just trying to not step on people's toes when it comes to that, because I know some people are specific with how they present themselves. But if you want me to refer you to as he, I will. Yeah. Also, when I'm talking about balance, it's more of like the shitty people will talk no matter what. The shitty people will say things. You have that big glass ball. No, I don't do that type of fortune telling. I don't actually do fortune telling. But yeah. What was I trying to say? In terms of the balance, it's yes that shitty people are gonna come and talk and whatever, and there'll be people who judge your work and judge you for what you've done. But you also have to listen to the positive people that have, given you those compliments, given you good feedback, given you kind of that ego boost, because that's important to listen to, as well as the negative stuff that it's hard to take in, because you got to know that your work is not garbage. You are not a garbage person. You are doing good. You are doing great. And like sometimes all you can ask is just the best, someone to do their best. So it's that balance of taking in like both good and bad, but not taking in too much of either, so that you don't like wreck yourself. You don't wreck yourself with other people's words. But yeah. Also, thank you so much for the read. I really appreciate you being here and letting me do this for you. Here's what I will do. But also, yeah, thanks for your patience too. Here's what I'll do. Ashy, I will do your read, but I will do 3 cards instead of 5, so we can save some time. And we're going to get Renox a read as well, because they have been very nice and patient. So we'll do 2 3-card spreads with the Housewives deck, because I'm just more attuned with this one. And basically, when I draw the cards, Ashy, I'm going to ask you if you're ready. So just let me know if you're ready when I draw the cards. We'll get you a quick message. We'll make it general as well, so apologies if there's any question there. And yeah, Renox, you're still going to get a read. We're going to get you that 3 spread as well. Pentacles, Pentacles, Pentacles. Dude, that 3 of Pentacles has been sitting in the past for everyone today. That's the 2nd one in a row. But also, I hope you do well. I hope you do well in your future. I hope you do well where you're going. Remember, you gotta have your own back as well. Ready. Good night, man. The stream was great. Well, look, dude, thanks for bringing your friends over. I hope they enjoyed their reads. I hope you enjoy your read. And yeah, have a good night. I know it's a bit late for most people around the world. Curse of New Zealand time, baby. Here we go. Okay, actually, when you're ready, let me know. Yes, ready. Cool. So I'm going to be straight up with this one. I know that you're very confident in yourself. Thank you for the read. It was really cool to hear. No, thanks for your time as well. I appreciate it. And thank you for the compliment. God, you are good. You are good, Ashy, in terms of where you see yourself and your work ethic. You kind of have faith in your work ethic there and know where you can go. However, two things. There's two things to talk about here. So, Three of Pentacles, work, putting in the work, people seeing that you're putting in the work, and being able to move through from there. Easy. No problem, no question there. Easy read for that one. I only say, like, there's a space for you that you need to either accept other people's help. Like, be more open to accepting other people's help. Or, honestly, no, this doesn't seem like you need to start to, give help to others. Because I feel like you're already there for that. What I'm seeing here is you need to accept other people's help and use that as a springboard to better yourself in the future. That's where this Eight of Wands come from. This is high energy, moving towards the next best thing. And I feel like you can only attune this energy, you can get this energy if you accept others' help. If you, you're not a charity case in terms of people think that you need help or you're pitiful and they have to give you the stuff to help you out. No, people want to supply you with help because they want to see you succeed. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people who are trying to provide you with help do not pity you. They just want to add so that you can push yourself further. Because if you don't, you're not going to be able to take this high energy and move to where you need to go next. A lot of life is just accepting other people's help and being able to push forward with their help. And, people don't get to places without help. A lot of people always, in award speeches or when you look back at certain things, there's always someone you can thank. Whether it be, to spite them and, they were their source of, they were your source of motivation. But there's a lot of the time the people who supported you throughout the way, the people who were rooting for you, the people who actually, gave you little steps of help there. You gotta listen to those people. Don't push them away, right? You can't just do everything by yourself. It's very hard and very lonely. These people helping you are here to help, and they're not gonna do it. They're not doing it for shitty reasons, Getting help from others is only gonna help you be more successful and be more sure of yourself and where you're going. Right? And I feel like that's straight up. That's the whole read for this one. Because you fall a lot. I feels like you fall a lot into the trap of, I gotta do this myself. I'm weak if I need help. Been horribly depressed. You need help. Help, sure, you need help in terms of maybe talking to a counselor, but gotta let people in. I'm sure there are friends out there who are worried about you and they don't know that you're struggling. You need to reach out to them because they will help you. They'll work this with you. They're there for you. And I can say this because I was in that position in 2017 where I felt like I could not ask for help from anyone, and I just stuck in my depression for a very long time. And it's not easy to ask for help. I get it. It's really hard. So baby steps, right? Baby steps. If you can talk to some of your friends and figure it out from them, if you can kind of see where you want to go, or even just having a small message. Yeah, progress is important. So take that progress with you. That progress will only snowball into something great if you get this help, and you'll be able to get through there. So if anything, use this reading as a means to motivate you to open up a little bit more, speak to your friends a little bit, and be more kind of honest in where you want to be, and honest with how you want their help. It's tough. And I know you've been working on it for a very long time, and you've been trying to help yourself for a very long time, but you gotta push. And you can do this, right? You're not alone in terms of the struggle, but you can. El Buhoteth, hi. Sorry, the queue is closed for tonight. I'm going to do one more 3-card spread for Renox. It's okay, Ashy. I hope you're good, though. I hope you're good. I know it's weird hearing it from someone you've never met in real life, but I do genuinely want to root for the people that come onto the stream, because sometimes they just need help and sometimes they just need someone to believe in them. And I had some people who came back and, through their own will. I'm not going to say the cards in my reading did anything because it was all them in terms of how they pushed forward. I want to know the long term. I just want a short term reading, bros. About my reading, I know the long term. I just want a short term reading if possible. Okay, so this could be in the essence of a small scale. So we can definitely do that for you. But yeah, I like when people come back to the stream and say, "Hi, I did this thing. Like, thanks for like believing, or thanks for just giving me the push." When I honestly know that it's not me who did anything, they were the ones who did it all. You're the ones who put the work in, and sometimes if it takes me saying I believe in y'all, you go for it. I'm gonna head to bed. It's 4 a.m. Gotta wake up at 7. Sleep, leave, go, sleep. Thanks for the reading. That's all good. Thank you for popping by, and mainly you should be thanking Renox because they have been very kind in giving people their reading. He has been very nice about it. Shout out. Okay, Renox, when you're ready, let me know. I know you wanted the short term, so I'm gonna use these cards not as a past, present, and future, but how they can relate to helping you with what's next for the short term. God, it feels like a love thing though. I know the Knight of Wands is the Knight of Cups is a bit thing there, a bit on the nose, but I do feel like it might be a love thing. Because that Knight of Cups talks about charm, romance, and sensitivity, straight from the book. The Knight of Cups is a charmer, a romantic, and a dreamer who tends to wear his heart on his sleeve. When on top of the world, he's the first to uncork the champagne. When feeling blue, he'll drown his sorrows in ambrosia and hope for amnesia. Yes, he's sensitive, gentle, and can be a bit moody, but that's all part of the appeal. Fortunately, his mood is usually bright and sunny. So, with that, I feel like you may be at a point here, Renox, where... Well, I don't even see it as love after reading that, but there may be a point where you are very much attached to something. You're very much attached to a situation. Even if this is a person, and you're kind of like having doubts or haven't really spent the time to think about it, this is a good call to think about it. Because if this is a love interest, and this is the center of the card here, you have the High Priestess, which talks about your intuition, listening to your intuition, understanding like the journey towards that and what's next, but also understanding that your gut is very important because your initial gut reaction shows you how you feel about a situation for sure, because that's just the honest truth in terms of how you feel. Like your initial instinct to react, or the way that you react, tells you a lot about how you truly feel about it. Also, in terms of self-reflection about a love interest or the situation, you have the Hangman. So maybe in the next couple weeks, I feel like a couple weeks is short term, even a couple days if you think it's short enough, reevaluate, reassess, look at it from a different angle, see the different perspectives, listen to your gut instinct when you see the different perspective, and then formulate a decision from there. Because this is a lot of contemplation and a lot of thinking, but it's also just a lot of meditation and listening. I say meditation in terms of just sitting still and being quiet, like on a bus ride or in the car, and listening to how your mind kind of wanders off into what it actually wants to think and wants to feel. I would suggest taking that time to, if you're like going out for a walk and you usually listen to music, I overreacted and I'm beginning to look different. Yeah, that's a good way to go. And if anything, there's still more things to look differently at. I don't think you've seen the bigger picture yet, is the thing. And I think you need to like look at it more. I screwed up now. Now he's mad, now he's gone, now he's angry. Whatever it is, it takes time. Like all of this. He's not talking to me. Yeah, that's fair. So it's gonna be a lot of like figuring out how they feel, why you feel this way in terms of being upset that they're not talking to you, but also understanding that it's hard, understanding that it may take time for them to forgive you or come back around, but also figuring out like
what's next? Can you do something next? Where can you go? A lot of that needs to happen. A lot of that contemplation. If your gut says move on, we need to do something better for ourselves, listen to your gut. If your gut says talk to them, figure things out and try to work it out, try. But you can't force someone to talk to you. So it has to be on their terms. They have to feel comfortable. If you can provide a comfortable, safe space for them to talk, definitely go for it. Loser Dish, Leo Gozger. Hi guys. Thank you so much for the follows. I'm just about to end stream. I apologize. But I try to do this every week. I try to do tarot once a week. So if you guys want to come by next week, I will definitely be here and we'll get there. I will try to catch you again. Cool. Thanks, Leo. But also thanks for the follow. When I was little, my mom used to say, I'm going to lose stuff if I stay lazy. And you said it. It's facts, though. Like, even if your mom didn't say it, it's just true. Even if the tarot didn't tell you in the first place, it's just true. But my gut tells me that it will be up to him. If it's up to him, look, Renox, if it's up to him, it's good for you to understand. It's good for you to know. And you have to look into the things that you can't control now. Because mulling over it, it is all in point. Thank you. Mulling over it's only going to do you some harm. So take your time and breathe on it. But guys, thank you so much for popping by. I really appreciate everyone who came by. If you would all be so kind, I would like to do just a quick raid. You don't have to stay with the raid. Just say hi with me if you can. Just gonna pop by to a streamer stream that I watch, and I think that she deserves more viewers because she's very entertaining, very fun. I know it will go well, just hard. Yeah, take some time, dude. Honestly, if you can distract yourself, might as well. If you can distract yourself and kind of like be positive and figure out what next to do, might as well. Anything to help you while they're trying to, work through the situation. But yes, everyone has been very nice. I very much appreciate your time. I'm going to set up this raid, so just give me 1 second here. Things are not loading. Where is it? Raid channel legends. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you for being here. Again, I will try to be back next week. I will try to get back to weekly tarot streams. I'm trying to sort that out for y'all. But yeah, if you could be so kind, say hi to Adora for me. And I'll see you next time. Probably, maybe, hopefully tomorrow if I have time. Probably not. So next week. I'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye. Say hi.
Faith. My name's Faith. Hope.